Hello and welcome to Thrive Within. I'm your host, Mark Bucksath, life coach, educator, and someone who's passionate about helping you live more fully, honestly, and aligned with who you really are. This podcast is your space for real talk and focused coaching on things like confidence, purpose, boundaries, self-doubt, and personal growth. So whether you're on a walk, taking a break, or just giving your brain a moment to breathe, I am so glad you're here. Let's get into it. Today's topic of conversations is why bad days feel so big. Let's be honest, we've all had those days. The ones where it just feels like the universe is conspiring against you. You wake up already tired, you hit traffic, your phone freezes right when you need it, a meeting gets canceled, and then something you were counting on, it just falls through. It's not one giant disaster, it's a pileup. Little frustrations stacking one on top of the other until it feels like just too much. Psychologists have a word for it. It's called allostatic load. The weight of accumulated stress on your system. Each small stressor on its own might be manageable, but together they trigger your nervous system into overdrive. Your body literally doesn't know the difference between I'm late for work and a lion is chasing me. Stress is stress. And when you're in that state, our perspective, it narrows. We start thinking, oh, the whole day is ruined. Or worse, this is how my life always goes. But here's the truth. A bad day is just a day. It's not a verdict. And you have more power to reset it than you think. When things pile up, it's not just about the events themselves. It's about what we make them mean. A tech glitch may feel like I can't get anything right, or traffic feels like I'm always behind, or forgetting something feels like I'm failing. See how quickly we turn small setbacks into sweeping judgments about ourselves. That's why bad days feel so heavy, because we stack meaning on top of inconvenience. But what if? What if we saw them for what they are? Just moments. Just bumps in the road. Frustrating, yes, sure, but not defining. Here's the mindset shift. A bad moment doesn't mean a bad day, and a bad day doesn't mean a bad life. When you reframe setbacks as temporary moments instead of permanent verdicts, you give yourself room to breathe. Think about it. You've had hundreds of days before this one, and you've made it through every single one. This bad moment is just another scene in the movie. It's not the whole film. And when you hold on to that truth, the weight, it lifts. You're no longer trapped inside the spiral. Let me paint you a picture. It was one of those mornings where I overslept. Not by much, but enough to throw off my rhythm. Rushed out the door, only to hit traffic. And not the usual kind, but the kind where cars they're not moving. By the time I got to where I was going, I was late, flustered, and already beating myself up. Then, right as I'm about to lead a session, my equipment doesn't cooperate. The slides froze. The Wi-Fi cut out. People are waiting, and I felt the pressure building. If that wasn't enough, I realized that I left behind something important I needed for the day. One thing after the other, nothing huge, but just together, it felt like the sky was falling on me. And for a moment, I spiraled. My inner critic started yelling, "See, you can't keep it together. You're messing everything up." And then I paused. I took a breath, and I remembered. This is just one day, one moment, one scene, not the whole story. And I did what I could with what I had. I asked for patience. I reset the equipment, and I reminded myself, people aren't here for perfection, they're here for presence. You know what? The day went on. Definitely not perfectly, but enough. By the end of it, the meltdown moment was just that. It was a moment. I'm going to give you a tool. I call it the grounding pause. When you feel the spiraling start, you stop. Put your feet flat on the floor. Take one slow, deep breath. And you can either name it out loud or silently, but name the first thing that you see. One thing. And name one thing that you hear. And one thing you feel physically. It may seem strange, but this one simple check-in brings you back into the present moment. It reminds your nervous system, I'm safe, I'm okay, and I can reset. Now ask yourself, is this the whole story or just a moment in the story? That simple question shifts your brain from black and white thinking to perspective. It interrupts the spiral and it reminds you that your worth isn't tied to how smoothly the day goes. So let's pause and reflect together and ask yourself, how do I usually respond when everything starts piling up? Do I spiral or do I reset? What story do I tell myself when the day feels like it's against me? Take a moment to breathe into those questions. No judgment, just awareness. And here's what I've learned. Bad days don't disappear. They're part of life. But you can build a rhythm of resetting that makes them less powerful. Try this rhythm. Notice when the spiral starts. And then pause. And pause with a grounding breath. Just breathe in deep and refresh with the question, is this the whole story? Then choose one small action forward. It's not about flipping the day into perfect sunshine. It's about reclaiming your peace one step at a time. Here's something simple you can try today. The next time something small goes wrong, whether it's traffic, your phone skitzes out, scheduling, don't label the whole day. Instead say, this is one moment. I can reset. Then use one of those reset tools. Ground yourself with a pause. Or reframe the story. Do that, and you'll start noticing that bad days, they don't have to stay bad. They can bend, they can soften, and they can even surprise you. If this day resonated with you, I would love for you to follow the show, share it with a friend, and leave a kind review. It helps more people find these conversations. If you're ready to go deeper, check out my books and learn more about coaching with me at guidedpathcoaching.crd.co. You got this, and I'm here with you, one step at a time. Take a deep breath, trust yourself, and remember, you're doing better than you think.